Alrighty, today we are going to talk about how to mock up your t-shirt design on the mock-up file that I've provided that has the cool little overlays so that your t-shirt looks realistic. If you have been creating your design in Photoshop, you need to save a JPEG of your design like this, where the background is the shirt color and then your design is on top of it. If you've been working with your design in Illustrator, then have that open in Illustrator, okay? So I'm going to open, I'm going to use this Western Sizzlin logo as just an example, okay? So hypothetically, this is my art that I created, okay? So in your project folder, you are going to scroll down to almost the bottom of your folder, download this short sleeve mock-up. And for whatever reason, it doesn't pop out to where you can download it. So if your screen looks like this, you actually need to click this icon in the top right hand corner you see pop out. I apologize for sniffing. I'm still getting over my cold. This way you can download the mock-up. Alrighty, and note that it is a .ai file, so it is an Illustrator file. So you must do your mock-up in Illustrator. So click download, and it should automatically start downloading here at the bottom of your screen. Once it's finished, you can click it, and it'll automatically open that file in Illustrator. So let's take a look at this. On the front and back, we've got these blue guides. I created those for you so that you can align your artwork and size it correctly. They are just guides, so they will disappear when you actually save. Right now I'm toggling back and forth between showing the guides and hiding the guides. When you save, the guides will not be visible, but they're super handy while you're trying to resize and mock up your artwork, okay? So if this was, my design that I'd been working on in Illustrator, I would go to that artwork, Command C to copy, go back to your mock-up and Command V as in vector to paste, okay? And note, I don't want this white box in here, so I'm just going to delete that. If your artwork is smaller than the recommended size, you need to resize it, okay? And in order to do that, it's best to right click it or two finger click or option click. Go to transform scale, and if I just move this over, then I can see what I'm doing. Always check preview, and it's just a little trial and error, so type in a number and then hit tab, and it'll show you a preview of what you're about to do. If your art is a little larger than the box, that's perfectly fine. You just want to be pretty close to the size of that front left chest, okay? Excuse me. If you've been working in Photoshop, like this example that I showed earlier, you can drag it from your desktop or wherever you have it saved into your mockup file, or you can always go to File, Place, and then find it wherever it's saved on your computer. I'm going to hit cancel because I've already got mine in there, okay? And again, make sure that you resize. Always hold down shift when you're resizing so that your image stays proportional, okay? You don't want to do this number because that is stretching it, and that is a big no-no. Okay, so always hold down shift, okay? And now we're going to talk about changing the shirt color, because right now the color is gray and I want it to be this like peachy, light orange or tan or yellow or however you see that, okay? So our shirt is constructed of two objects. There's an image that's this overlay, and then we've got this object down here that's just a regular vector object, okay? So I'm going to hold down Shift and click both the front and back overlay. And then I can just move those up so they are not blocking this solid gray object, okay? Now I'm gonna click my front, hold down Shift, click my back, hit I for eyedropper, or it's also this tool right here, the eyedropper tool, and just sample that shirt color that you've already created. And this way we know that this color matches exactly the color I designated in my Photoshop file. Okay, now click your front overlay, hold down Shift, click your back overlay, and move these back down where they belong. Okay, if you get them close, then you can use your arrow keys to nudge them up and down. And notice that our image is still on top of our overlays. And we want our overlay to be on top of our image so that it gives this cool wrinkly effect. In order to move that, you need to right-click those objects. You right-click by two-finger clicking or holding down Control and clicking. Hover over Arrange, and then select Bring to Front. And you can see the difference. Now it looks like this image is actually printed on my shirt. It gives it a cool, realistic quality. Okay, obviously I would never print this front left chest and this back together, but it was just for demonstration purposes of showing you how to do your mock-up. If you planned for your design to be a front center, then you can reposition it to where it's on the front. If you were going to have a back tag, you can reposition to where it's on the back to achieve that, okay? You can eyeball the placement of your front center, and your back tag should be centered in your box and all the way up to the top of the blue guide. And again, I'm just going to click my overlays, arrange, bring to front. And then for saving purposes, you're going to do a file save as, and you can leave the name as short sleeve mockup. Just put your name in the front. Change it to an Adobe PDF. And remember where you save it. I always like to save things on my desktop. And then you can save. And don't forget, in Echo, you need to submit, in the culminating events, you need to submit your mockup here. So this file you're going to submit in the mockup. In the 12 by 15 file, you're going to submit your image or a PDF of your vector artwork, okay? So either something like this or something like this in the 12 by 15 file, okay? I hope that helps, and y'all have a great day.